Hello there, and welcome to our podcast. I am Elizabeth, and I am so happy to be here with you today.
And I am James. It is such a beautiful day to sit down and talk with all of you. How are you feeling today, Elizabeth?
I am feeling wonderful, James, especially because we are talking about one of my favorite things in the whole world.
Oh, I think I know what it is. Are we talking about the great outdoors?
Yes, we are talking about spending time in nature. It is such a peaceful topic.
It really is. I think we all need a little more green in our lives. Don't you think so?
I agree completely. Even just a few minutes outside can change your whole mood.
That is so true. Today, we want to help you learn English while we talk about the beauty of the world around us.
We will share some daily life examples. We will talk about our favorite memories, and we will practice some slow English together.
I love that idea, Elizabeth. There is no one I would rather walk through a forest with than you.
You are so sweet, James. Let us start with a simple question for our listeners.
That is a good start. Everyone, please think for a moment. What do you see when you go outside?
Maybe you see a tall tree, or a small flower, or even just the blue sky.
For me, nature starts the moment I step onto my porch. I love the smell of the air in the morning.
The morning air is so crisp and fresh. It's like the world is waking up just for us.
Elizabeth, how do you describe the feeling of being in a park?
I would say it feels refreshing. It feels like I can finally breathe deeply.
That is a great phrase, a breath of fresh air. We use that in English all the time.
Let us practice that together. A breath of fresh air. It means something that makes you feel better and new.
You are a breath of fresh air to me, Elizabeth, every single day.
Thank you, James. You always know how to make me smile.
Let us talk about a daily routine. Imagine you are walking in a local park.
I can see it now. The sun is shining through the leaves. The grass is very green.
What do you hear when you are walking there, Elizabeth?
Oh, I hear the birds chirping. It sounds like a little concert in the trees.
The birds chirping. That is such a lovely English expression. Let us say it slowly. The birds are chirping.
And what about the ground under your feet, James?
I like the sound of the leaves. In the autumn, they make a crunching sound.
The crunching of dry leaves. It is a very relaxing sound. It makes me want to hold your hand and walk slowly.
I would love that. Walking together in nature is the best way to spend a Saturday afternoon.
We often call this a stroll. A stroll is a very slow and relaxed walk.
So, we are not running. We are not in a hurry.
No, not at all. We are taking a stroll, just enjoying the moment.
I think many people forget to slow down. Nature teaches us to be patient.
That is so true. A tree does not grow in one day. It takes many years of sun and rain.
Speaking of rain, do you like the smell of the earth after it rains?
Oh, I love it. It is so earthy and clean. It makes everything look so bright.
In English, we sometimes call that smell petrichor, but we can just say the scent of rain.
The scent of rain. It is one of nature's best gifts.
Elizabeth, do you prefer the mountains or the beach?
That is a hard choice. I love the sound of the ocean waves, but the mountains are so quiet and strong.
Romantic. I think the mountains suit you. You are so calm and steady.
And you are like the ocean, James, always full of energy and life.
That is a very kind thing to say. Let us imagine we are hiking up a mountain.
Okay, we have our hiking boots on, we have our water bottles, we are ready.
We are walking up a steep path. It is a bit difficult, but the air is so cool.
Look, James, we reached the top. The view is breathtaking.
Breathtaking. That is a perfect word. It means the view is so beautiful that you forget to breathe for a second.
Let us practice that word together. Breathtaking. The view from the top is breathtaking.
I am looking at the view, but I am also looking at you, and you are breathtaking too.
Giggling. James, you are being very romantic today. I think nature brings out your poetic side.
It really does. There is no noise from cars, no phones ringing, just us and the trees.
That is what we call peace and quiet. It is very important for our hearts.
Do you think nature helps people learn English better?
I do. When we are relaxed, our brains can remember words much more easily.
That makes sense. So, if you are listening to us right now, maybe you can look out your window.
Tell us, what do you see? Do you see a garden? Or maybe a single potted plant on your desk?
Even a small plant is a piece of nature. It needs light and water to grow, just like our skills.
Let us talk about gardening for a moment. Many people love to grow their own vegetables.
I tried that once. I tried to grow tomatoes, but I think I forgot to water them.
Oh no, James. You need to have a green thumb to be a good gardener.
A green thumb. That is a funny idiom. Does it mean my thumb is actually green?
No, silly. It means you are very good at making plants grow.
I see. So if someone has a green thumb, they are a natural gardener.
Exactly. I want to have a garden full of roses and lavender one day.
Romantic. I will build that garden for you, Elizabeth. I will make sure every flower is perfect.
That would be a dream come true. Imagine sitting there at sunset.
The sunset. That is another beautiful part of nature. When the sky turns pink and orange.
It is like a painting in the sky. Every evening is different.
We call that time of day twilight or golden hour.
Golden hour is the best time for taking photos. Everyone looks so beautiful in that light.
Elizabeth, what is your favorite season to be outside?
I think I love spring the most. Everything is coming back to life.
Spring is lovely. The flowers are blooming. The weather is getting warmer.
The flowers are blooming. Let us say that slowly together. The flowers are blooming.
My love for you blooms more and more every spring.
You are too much, James, but I love it. What about winter? Do you like nature in the winter?
I do. I love the silence of the snow. Everything is covered in white. It feels so pure.
It is very cold, though. We have to wear our thick coats and scarves.
That is just an excuse for me to stay close to you and keep you warm.
That is true. We can drink hot chocolate and look out at the snow together.
Nature is beautiful in every season, even in the rain, even in the heat of summer.
Summer is great for going to the beach. I love the feeling of sand between my toes.
And the sound of the seagulls?
Yes, even the noisy seagulls. They are a part of the seaside experience.
The waves crashing against the shore, that is a very powerful sound.
It makes me feel so small, but in a good way, like I am part of something much bigger.
That is a very deep thought, Elizabeth. Nature helps us find our place in the world.
It really does. Whenever I feel stressed, I go for a walk, and my problems seem smaller.
I think our listeners should try that too. If you're frustrated with a difficult English grammar rule, just step outside.
Yes, look at a tree, watch a cloud float by, then come back and try again.
Speaking of clouds, do you ever look for shapes in the clouds?
All the time. That one looks like a rabbit. That one looks like a giant ice cream cone.
Giggling, I see a cloud that looks like a heart.
Is that a hint, James?
Maybe it is. Nature is full of symbols of love if you look closely enough.
Let us take a moment to practice some vocabulary about the forest.
Okay, what are some words our friends should know?
How about the word canopy? The canopy is the top layer of the trees that covers the forest like an umbrella.
Canopy. That is a beautiful word. The forest canopy.
And what about the word trail? A trail is a path through the woods.
We should stay on the trail so we do not get lost.
James, have you ever gone camping?
Oh, yes. Sleeping under the stars is an amazing experience.
The stars are so bright when you are far away from the city lights.
Romantic. I want to take you camping, Elizabeth. We can build a campfire and roast marshmallows.
That sounds wonderful. We can listen to the crickets at night.
The sound of crickets. It is the sound of a summer night.
Let us practice that phrase, the sound of crickets.
What do you call the light that some bugs make at night?
Oh, those are fireflies, or some people call them lightning bugs.
They look like little floating stars in the grass. It is so magical.
It is like nature's own fairy tale.
We have talked about so many things today. The park, the mountains, the beach, and even the backyard.
It just shows that nature is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it.
Even in a big city, there is always a little patch of grass or a tree on the sidewalk.
We should always try to protect nature. It is our home.
I agree. We should pick up our trash and be kind to the animals.
What is your favorite animal to see in the wild, James?
I love seeing deer. They are so graceful and quiet.
Deer are lovely. I like seeing squirrels, too. They are always so busy and funny.
They are always searching for nuts. They are very hard-working little creatures.
Let us practice a sentence about animals. I saw a squirrel in the park today.
I saw a squirrel in the park today. Very good.
You know, James, talking about nature with you makes me feel so happy.
I feel the same way, Elizabeth. It is the simple things in life that matter the most.
Like a walk in the sun, or a conversation with a friend.
Or a conversation with thousands of friends all over the world.
Yes, to everyone listening, we hope you feel inspired to go outside today.
Even if it is just for 5 minutes, take a deep breath.
And feel the peace that nature gives us.
Before we go, Elizabeth, can you give us one more nature idiom?
Let me think. How about to be over the moon?
Oh, I like that one. It means to be extremely happy.
Exactly. Because the moon is so high in the sky, if you are over it, you must be very happy.
Well, I am over the moon whenever I am with you.
And I am over the moon to have such wonderful students listening to us.
Thank you for joining us today. You are doing a great job with your English.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep enjoying the world around you.
We will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye for now, my dear friends.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care.
Let us just sit here for a moment and enjoy the quiet.
Yes, it is so nice, just listening to the wind.
The wind in the trees, it sounds like a whisper.
A whisper from nature, telling us everything will be okay.
I believe that. See you soon.
See you soon, everyone.